2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Opening round coverage of this exciting event is about to begin. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. The crowd is up for it this week, I can tell you that. Glad to have you with us as we kick off the next event right here on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Okay, let's see if this one sets the tone for the round today. Wonderfully played. TPC Louisiana is a very interesting golf course made on some pretty flat land, Rich.
Absolutely, and this hole shows you exactly what to expect. Second shot to a very tiny green. Tiny greens dotting this entire layout. Hit one close here, and you can expect to make a birdie.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yeah, it's par 5. It's pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Down to Henny now, and she's taking a good look at this player's lie.
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, times that by 10. This is nasty.
Oh, that was pure. The second hole at TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out, missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. That was a beauty. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
And that will take him now to 1 under for the event. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
And that one's headed to the drink. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid.
From where he was, he's got to be loving this.
And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
Put a good stroke on this one. This is tracking. That was a nice putt. Had a good-looking line, plenty of speed, but just didn't drop. Currently at +1 for the tournament. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the fourth hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
This is his second shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there. Looks like this one might be in the bunker.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. It was a solid shot out of the bunker and onto the surface. And a par putt awaits him. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Rich, the fifth is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. Only 2 shots off the pace. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Going with the pitching wedge here. And he's safely on the green with that shot. This putt is about 19 feet in distance. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, it's so hard to tell, but I think it's a little bit right to left.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at a couple over for the day. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Coming out of the rough, I think this one's going to be short.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5 is a lovely hole.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
Nicely done.
Rich, New Orleans, or should I say Nolans. How good is it here to be on the Bayou? This is a special week. It's a great eating week and a real festival atmosphere.
It is, and it's hosted on a golf course that provides plenty of fireworks as well. What a cool design this is. It's wide open off the tee, but then the greens are minuscule in size, and they have these little runoff areas where it doesn't look like you're going to be in much trouble, but you start missing a couple of greens in a row, and you start getting these head scratching. Well, do I bump it in there? Do I flop it on the green? Do I take it low, high, medium, bump it into the... I mean, you have so many different ways of playing shots around these greens that you can outthink yourself. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these players, is that usually you have one option when you miss a green. Here, you got a whole lot of them. So this golf course grabs your attention, especially around the greens, which makes it quite difficult for a lot of these players.
Now 7 shots behind after that. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
John, you've got a good view from down there. What's the lie like?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. This is a par putt. And gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
In the bunker off the tee, good job getting this back in play.
Sitting at 2 over for the day. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Going with the 5-iron here. That wasn't quite the target he was looking at, I'm sure of that. Time for the second shot here at the 9th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. This is a bogey putt coming up. And that putt will drop. Well done. And he'll drop to 3 over for the event. The back 9 begins with a shortish par 4, Rich. A chance to make a birdie out of the gate.
Yes, it is. Drives want to be favored down the left-hand side as there's some nasty bunkers over there on the right. This green is a dippity-do, I would say. It starts off high, low in the middle, and comes up high in the end.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Sitting at 3 over. That's a good one to hole. Always a bonus when you're off the green. And it's time to recap that play. We've got Victor Hovland in the lead as we head on to the next. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it. That dog will hunt.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy cornered to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
John, you got a better view than we do. What's his lie like?
Well, heads up here, guys. I don't know which way this one's going to come out of this stuff. Very, very deep down in here.
Oh, he's found the trees. It's disappointing. And here we are with the third shot. Well, that was a good strike. Now just 1 over par. Is that right? I think so. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that sees him drop down the standings a little bit. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 13th. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
A really good look at birdie.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Going with the hybrid. And he's safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Oh, he's put a pure putt on this. That's a nice putt. He'll take that.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into a high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4. Pretty good shot there.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Trouble ahead, needs to stay on this fairway.
This would be a great up and down. Lining up here from a long way away. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This putt's going to go up the hill, move to the right.
Putting now for a bogey. That came out with some heat on it. It's just about 3 feet away. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And after that, he'll drop to 4 over par for the event. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
His second shot here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And Matty Fitzpatrick now setting up with this look. 1 stroke off the lead. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. That came off the blade pretty nicely. You've got to like the look of this. Oh, painfully close. A par putt on the table. Okay, let's head to the next. And now add +4 for the round. The par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Going with the 5-wood. Lining this putt up from a fair distance.
From long range here, looking to get it close.
Ooh. And this one is for his par. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 4 over for the day. The finishing hole at TPC Louisiana, in my opinion, Rich, is a great one because, again, you can have anything from eagles all the way through to bogeys and worse.
Just avoid those little pot bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might be able to give it a whirl in 2. However, you got to be careful to, A, not miss it right, obviously, but even going too far left, you can really get an uncomfortable pitch shot from a low area left of the green.
Well played, mate. Okay, that'll work. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt is breaking right to left.
3 feet to go here to the hole. And finishing up with a par here today. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.